is no institution in the world which inspires the sort of awe and which symbolizes almost snobbish, though sometimes misplaced, sense of exclusiveness than the House of Lords does. Can you imagine the House of Lords being populated by Indians? And yet, believe it or not, among the most popular members of the House of Lords takes her seat in a flowing sari. Shrila Rai was born in Lahore into the illustrious family of Sir Ganga Ram. In 1952, she came to England to study law at the University College London. She began her career as a teacher in Maidenhead and became active in community work.
Sometimes I wonder myself how I got into public life, but I started with working in the Asian community very much at the grassroots level. I started teaching Asian boys at a secondary modern school, and I realized how many problems they had. They were treated very badly at that school. They were mostly put at the back of the class, given Sunday supplements, and the head teacher told me, well, the remedial department is for our boys. So, of course, you know, I realized what kind of place I was going to. And through that, I got interested in the problems of at that time, the immigrant community.
Once she stepped into public life, there was no looking back. And in 1986, she became the first Asian woman mayor in England. In 1990, Sheila Rai became the first Indian woman to walk into the hallowed precincts of the House of Lords as the Right Honourable the Baroness Flather of Windsor and Maidenhead.
One does wonder how the others perceive you, because, you know, this is the first time they've got an Indian woman in the House of Lords. I've always managed to retain my Indianness. And I find that I'm more Indian than so many people who are not as English as I am. So I've managed to combine the two and retain both and enjoy both. Superficially, as you can see, I'm not a bit English. But in terms of understanding the culture or the language or the people, I feel very close to the English. But then I haven't lost that closeness to the Indians.
Another member of the House of Lords who has never lost touch with his roots is Lord Swaraj Paul. Rags to riches stories, there are a dime a dozen. But the story of Swaraj Paul has a unique twist to it. Here's a man who came to England to get his daughter cured of leukemia and ended up as a member of the House of Lords. Swaraj Paul's roots go back to Jalandhar in Punjab, where he would have continued to make his career in the family business. But this was not to be. In 1966, fate intervened. His little daughter Ambika had to be brought to England for medical treatment. In between visits to the hospital, Swaraj spent a lot of time with Ambika here at the London Zoo.
This zoo has a very special attachment for me. I came to this country because I brought my daughter here for treatment. Unfortunately, we lost her. And then perhaps, you know, I took sannyas, and that is how I ended up staying in this country.
He always thought of making a memorial for little Ambika, and the opportunity came in 1993 when the London Zoo was being shut for lack of funds.
I gave them £1 million. I said, go ahead and build the new zoo. I just want to make sure that it is the best children's zoo in the world. They have created that. And to me personally, I come here almost every week. It has given me more pleasure in life than anything I have done so far.
From the pain of his experience, Swaraj Paul decided to shape things anew and make his home and business in Britain. Today he heads one of the largest family-owned businesses in all of United Kingdom.
It was a very emotional feeling. As you know, my family has been in the freedom struggle. It was a nice coming into a place which perhaps decided the fate of those countries. And it also makes you feel good that here you are living in a country which has genuinely forgotten what the past was and have accepted our people in a complete acceptance. And that's a great feeling and great respect for both countries.
More than 3 decades ago, they came to England as strangers, each with their own reason. Today, England is their home. People like Swaraj Paul and Srila Flather impart a nice glow to Indo-British equation in the 50th year of India's independence.
The identity is only one. It's yourself. And I think the important thing is always to remember that you are you. All the cultural influences, all the languages that you become exposed to are an enrichment of that identity. And once you think like that, there is nothing ever to lose. There's only everything to gain.
This house once discussed and decided on the future of India. It is ironical that today it has an Indian presence, legislating on the future of Britain.